New at 6, his wife died in his arms unexpectedly. Multiple medical teams tried to save her life, and in the process, her wedding rings went missing. The hospitals claim they don't have the priceless jewels.
KOLR10 Investigates spent weeks tracking down medical records and patient protocol, holding the hospitals accountable. Investigative reporter Lauren Barnes is live in Bolivar tonight, explaining what happens to patients' valuables during medical emergencies.
Stephen Bailey, that depends on the hospital. And in this case, there are multiple medical teams involved from here in Bolivar all the way up to Northeast Missouri and Hannibal. It's complicating the search and prolonging the grieving process.
It's every day. I cry and I cry. You figure by now I'd be all out of tears, but I'm not.
At the end of a gravel county road outside Humansville, William Boffman lives alone with his thoughts, haunted by memories of the worst day of his life, when he lost his wife of 46 years.
I love you. I miss you. I tell her that every day.
His wife, Kathleen, choked to death on breakfast in a fast food parking lot last August. An ambulance rushed her to the ER at Citizens Memorial Hospital in Bolivar.
She had her rings on her hand when she was in Bolivar because I was holding her left hand.
COVID protocols concerning hospital capacity meant Kathleen would take another ambulance ride 4 hours northeast to Hannibal Regional Hospital. He beat the paramedics there.
And then when we got out there, it was like 5 minutes before they'd come back out and said, you can go in. And the rings weren't on her fingers.
Boffman believes it was an unnecessary trip to begin with. 500 miles there and back for nurses to ask him to pull the plug.
I couldn't do it. My son Jason, he did it for me.
In the years since, a relentless search for one of the last items left of his wife. He's spoken to both Citizens Memorial and Hannibal Regional Hospitals, turning up no signs of her wedding rings so far.
There's times when I don't even want to go on no more. I wish it was me.
Citizens Memorial, his wife's first stop, says they completed a thorough investigation, including interviewing staff and contacting multiple other agencies involved in the care of the patient, adding that in this case, the patient's medical emergency did not involve a hand injury, and if the patient was wearing jewelry, it was not removed by CMH Emergency Services staff. Marissa Wheeler previously worked as an ICU nurse in Springfield and travel nurse all throughout COVID.
If I'm the primary nurse and I'm focusing on trying to stabilize the patient and we get the ring off, I hand it to another nurse. The goal when I hand it off is for them to put it in a container and to put it in the patient's belonging bags. Blood pressure drops significantly, their heart rate drops, something happens, then that side nurse may get distracted and want to come help, and then somehow it gets lost in the mix.
KOLR10 Investigates also pushed for a response from Hannibal Regional, Kathleen's second stop, where William noticed her jewelry was missing. I spoke to the marketing manager several times in 2 weeks, but Hannibal Regional quit returning our calls for comment.
It makes it much more likely if you're transferring from hospital to hospital. Unfortunately, not our intent, but it can happen.
I checked with other Missouri hospitals to find out their protocol for storing personal items. At Mercy in Springfield, patients are encouraged to send valuables home when possible. But if they need to secure valuables at the hospital, the public safety department will get involved, itemizing and storing belongings. Boffman is holding out hope that other generations can cherish this priceless piece of their love.
If anybody knows anything about these rings, please contact somebody. I ain't gonna press charges. I just want her rings back. I promised them to my granddaughter.
Patient privacy laws can make getting information tough. I helped William submit a medical release affidavit form in hopes that there could be notes on there from a case manager about his wife's missing wedding rings. He also submitted a complaint to the state. We're waiting on those records to come back and a response in regards to that complaint. Now, if you have a story you'd like me to look into, send me an email. It should be on your screen now, lbarnes@kolor10.com. Reporting live in Bolivar, Lauren Barnes, Ozarks First.